determination, as attention now turns to what is arguably their biggest test of the season so far, a home showdown against Manchester City. After a strong start to their European campaign and a recent run of victories, Arsenal are stepping into this weekend with both confidence and ambition, knowing that the Emirates will once again become the stage for a heavyweight battle between two of the Premier League's top forces. Earlier this week, the Gunners produced yet another assured display, defeating Athletic Club 2-0 on Tuesday night. That result not only continued their perfect record since the international break, but also underlined their consistency in key moments. Goals came at the right times, the defensive structure looked solid, and the overall performance showed the kind of maturity that Arteta has been working tirelessly to instill in his squad. The victory marked back-to-back wins following the international break, and more importantly, it kept spirits high heading into a domestic clash that could carry serious implications for Arsenal's momentum in the league. Athletic Club may not be Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, but the result served as an important confidence booster, reminding the squad of their strength and ability to control matches. Now the focus shifts to Sunday's highly anticipated fixture against the reigning champions. City arrive in North London with their reputation as the league's most dominant force still intact, led by Guardiola, whose rivalry with Arteta continues to be one of the most intriguing storylines in modern football. Yet, unlike in previous years, Arsenal approach this clash with a record they can be proud of. The Gunners are unbeaten in their last 5 matches against City, a streak that has given them belief that they are no longer merely challengers, they are genuine competitors on equal footing. Training at the Soba Realty Training Center on Friday reflected this balance of respect and ambition. Arteta and his coaching staff focused on fine-tuning defensive discipline, ensuring the back line can withstand City's relentless pressure and attacking rotations. Just as importantly, sessions highlighted quick transitions from defense to attack, the kind of rapid play that could exploit the spaces City sometimes leave when pushing forward. Players were locked in and purposeful, with every drill aimed at preparing for the small margins that define matches at this level. The atmosphere within the squad appears positive but grounded. The likes of Martin Zubimendi, recently tasked with dictating play from deep midfield, continue to impress with their composure and tactical discipline. His ability to shield the defense while also linking play forward will be crucial against City's pressing game. Further up the pitch, Gabriel Martinelli's explosive pace and direct dribbling remain a vital outlet in transitions, while Noni Madueke has added flair and unpredictability in wide areas, giving Arsenal a sharper edge in one-on-one situations. And leading the line, Victor Gyökeres brings both power and presence, offering a physical dimension in attack that could trouble even the most organized defenses. Together, these attacking options give Arsenal a new-look front line that blends energy, creativity, and finishing ability. For Arsenal supporters, this game is more than just another fixture. It represents an opportunity to measure progress, to see whether their team can not only compete with, but also overcome Guardiola's champions when it matters most. The Emirates will be alive with anticipation, its crowd eager to play their part in pushing the team over the line. Arteta has spoken often about mentality, about the belief required to bridge the gap between potential and achievement. Sunday's clash provides the perfect platform to showcase that mentality on the biggest stage. A win would not only extend Arsenal's unbeaten run against City to 6 games, but also send a message across the league. The Gunners are not chasing shadows anymore, they are building their own path to the top. With momentum from Europe, form in their favor, and the roar of North London behind them, Arsenal head into Sunday with confidence and conviction. The challenge is great, but so is the opportunity. On the other hand, Mikel Arteta told to make huge effort personally. He's brilliant off the left, but it would be nice if he came in. But listen, Declan Rice could always play in that number 8 role, striding forward and creating things. Crouch is not the only one to believe that a slight alteration to Easy's position could see him kick off his Arsenal career. Former gunner Martin Keown also had the idea after the win versus Bilbao. He said, "There is the possibility that Eze could play as a midfield player. I'd start with Martinelli on the left and put Eze in midfield. I take out Merino because Eze is a player I want in the midfield." Arteta has options now when he didn't last season during the run-in. He was managing with one arm tied behind his back because he didn't have the options. Now he's got to find the right balance to beat Man City. Should Ease be moved more central, it would leave Arteta with a dilemma over who to deploy as his wingers versus Man City. Bukayo Saka is still restricted to the sidelines with an injury Noni Madueke, the natural replacement for him. But there is a battle for the left wing. with both Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard having found the net in the win in Spain. The Brazilian looks to be the automatic pick, having also assisted Trossard for his goal. Martinelli, however, has not managed to score in the Premier League since the 2-2 draw with Liverpool in May this year. The 24-year-old has only started 2 out of Arsenal's 4 opening league games last term, having only been afforded a 12-minute cameo against Nottingham Forest last weekend. Mikel Arteta, hoping to prove Sir Alex Ferguson right as Arsenal title, reality becomes
as we continue to strive to win major trophies, be financially sustainable, and put our supporters at the heart of everything. Joining the board are Kelly Blocher and Otto Malley of KSE, Krenke advisor Dave Steiner, an independent voice Ben Winston, an Emmy-winning producer and lifelong Arsenal supporter with over 30 years as a season ticket holder. Winston's expertise is expected to strengthen Arsenal's media and brand strategy. They will sit alongside Lord Harris of Peckham, who remains a cornerstone of the board with decades of business experience.
Because Mikel is an extraordinary manager, and what they increased the squad for these 4 or 5 transfer windows. So it's an unbelievable squad and an unbelievable team. It's one of the toughest opponents you find right now in Europe. That they reached that level. Found, I think, a team in that way, a club, and step by step, window by window, step by step, Arsenal is getting better. In Europe, making it gradual step forward. And for me, the most solid team. They don't make mistakes in the back. It's an incredible solid team. They have faith up front. They have 4 set pieces with Nico Jove. He was here, so he's in every department. He's like the team in every department. So, but we know it. So every team is better and better and better, and I know the quality that all of them they have.
Pep Guardiola has stowed the pot ahead of Manchester City's clash with Arsenal, mixing sarcasm with respect as he weighed in on the Gunners' rise under Mikel Arteta. Speaking in his pre-match press conference, Guardiola quipped that any Arsenal success would be credited to their spending rather than Arteta's coaching. Only I want to say to my friend Mikel Arteta, if he wins the title, it will be just because he spent, not because he worked a lot on his players, he joked. Extending the irony to other rivals, he added, it's like Liverpool, if Warren Slot wins exactly a year ago. Though he returned late in the campaign and featured at the Club World Cup, another setback sidelined him at the start of this season. Rodri has recently stepped up his involvement, playing 76 minutes in the Manchester derby before starting in Thursday's 2-0 Champions League win over Napoli. But he was withdrawn just after the hour mark, with Guardiola confirming it was precautionary. It's a good question. I don't know yet, Guardiola said when asked if Rodri would play at the Emirates. He asked to come off, but he's fine. If you feel that is not comfortable, it is better to come off. We'll see day by day, but it's already important he's played 2 games. Guardiola praised the Spaniard's mentality but urged patience as City manages recovery. The greatest players I have ever trained, even as a football player. What I see is here, he said, pointing to his head. They are incredible, so confident, and Rodri is that. But the knee needs this process. He will be back. Arsenal have unveiled a sweeping overhaul of their leadership and boardroom, describing the changes as the start of a fresh chapter for the club on and off the pitch. Richard Garlick has been promoted to Chief Executive Officer, replacing outgoing Executive Vice Chairman Tim Lewis, while 4 new non-executive directors join the board. Co-chair Josh Krenke will also take a more hands-on role in day-to-day operations. Garlick, who arrived in 2021 as Director of Football Operations before becoming Managing Director, has been a key figure in Arsenal's recent resurgence, including back-to-back Premier League runner-up finishes. His appointment as CEO takes effect immediately. Lewis departs after 17 years with Arsenal and Krenke Sports and Entertainment, KSE. He played a central role in guiding the club through the COVID-19 financial crisis, strengthening ties with Mikel Arteta, and pushing back against Premier League ownership by nation-states. Arsenal hailed his tenure as a time of transformational change. Krenke praised Garlick's impact, saying, "We are delighted to promote Rich to CEO after an incredibly successful period as Managing Director of Arsenal. Rich has made an enormous impact on all fronts again. It will be because he spent a lot of money, right? Because it's not just at Man City that happened, right? So for all of them." The remarks arrive in the backdrop of a fierce rivalry between City and Arsenal. The Gunners finished above City last season without winning the title, and their last meeting ended in a 5-1 thrashing at the Etihad, a result Guardiola branded a disaster in its final 20 minutes. Despite his sarcasm, Guardiola was full of praise for his former assistant. He called Arteta an extraordinary manager and described Arsenal as one of the toughest opponents you can find now in Europe. He pointed to the Gunners' heavy investment, around £250 million this summer on Martin Zubimendi, Emirates, Noni Majuk, Victor Gyökeres, Kefara Arrizabalaga, Christian Mosquera, and Christian Ødegaard, plus a loan for Piero Hincapié, as evidence of their ambition. They spent what they believe they can to compete against the best teams in the Premier League in Europe, and they've reached that level, he said. Guardiola also praised Arsenal's tactical strengths. They don't make mistakes in the back. They have pace in front. They have, of course, set pieces with Nico Jova. So it's in every department. Still, he downplayed the notion of Sunday's game being a title decider. A City win would put them level on points with Arsenal, while defeat could leave them 6 behind early lead as Liverpool.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good
game.
A good watch.
Well,
good luck. Good luck. I know Jamie's about to say something different.
Micah, who are you supporting?
Go now, Philip.
Who's Micah supporting? Is he supporting Arsenal or City on Sunday?
We're having technical problems. The light's gonna be funny there, Phil. I can't hear him. See you later.
Thank you, Phil.
Nice one, guys.
Nice to see you.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
Arsenal legend Thierry Henry has warned Mikel Arteta not to take a cautious approach when his side host Manchester City in Sunday's Premier League showdown at the Emirates. Speaking on CBS Sports, Henry stressed that Arsenal must show intent if they want to dethrone their biggest rivals. I'm just saying, if you want to win the league, you have to go and get it, Henry said. When you play for the title, you need to go and get it. Not playing not to lose games. If you want to beat Liverpool or Man City, you've got to go and get it. You cannot enter a game with, let's not lose it though. Henry referenced his own era as a player. If you want to win the league, in my time, you had to get Man United. You cannot just go and say, let's see if we can draw this one. Arsenal's conservative display at Anfield earlier this season ended in defeat, with Dominic Soboslai's